we are expecting quite strong growth from a power perspective, from a copper perspective, even from a cooling perspective, demand from the AI industry. As you just highlighted, we are expecting the power demand to grow at around 75% in the next 5 years, just from the AI industry itself, to reach 870 terawatt hours. And at the same time, we also believe the power demands and also the AI exact demand will help the copper demand as well. And copper has been one of our top pick in the commodity spaces since last year and this year. And we do believe that the copper demand from this AI direct will come from about 1 million ton by 2028 as well. And not to say that, of course, this will also drive up the matching power transmission demand, which needs a lot of copper as well. We do see that in China, the power-related accounts for about 40% of copper demand already. So the increasing AI will also push up the demand for copper and probably the copper prices as well.
Okay, but in that respect, because China doesn't necessarily have access to, the latest and greatest chips, if we're talking about NVIDIA, because, there's this ongoing tension between the US and China as it relates to any kind of AI development. What impact does that have when you're talking about the build out of these data centers and, the power consumption at the same time? Does it have to get, any kind of numbers that we look at in terms of the US example? Do we have to add some kind of a multiplier to get an understanding of what our expectations should be in terms of the build out in China?
Sure. When we were talking about the power demand or the copper demand, we were talking in a global sense. So when we are talking about the 75% power demand growth up to 2028, or the about 100% demand growth from an AI direct demand, we are talking in copper. We are talking about the global basis. If you have to split between US and China, we are expecting the power demand just from AI perspective in US to be much faster at around 30%. 30% of the next 5 years power demand consumption will come from the AI industry. While for China, we do believe in the next 5 years, 6% of the power demand growth will come from the AI industry as well. So yes, US, I think, will have a bigger growth pressure in terms of the power demand from an AI direct.